Hello BookTube, hello Tutorverse. I wanted to give an update on my NaNoWriMo experience because that's part of the whole idea of community, which I am feeling the lack of that community very seriously. I didn't do Nano last year. I was in the middle of editing Nothing Proved, and on using that same analysis. I probably shouldn't have done it this year because I'm deep into editing of What Love Meant. But I wanted to, it was important to do it now because I am writing about Lettice, Knollys, and really getting to the heart of Lettice being the one to marry Elizabeth's favorite. I wanted to explore that from another point of view to see if I had missed anything in the editing side. Now, it's a very different experience to write fresh and to edit. When you're writing fresh, when you're writing in NaNoWriMo and you are constantly looking at a word target, you're encouraged to just use as many words as you want. In editing, you have to look at each sentence and say, and at each word in each sentence, and ask it whether they're doing their fair share of lifting. But during NaNoWriMo, why use one word when six will do? Go for it. And it's a very different philosophy, but it's also a lot of the insights come when you just let yourself flow over one particular thing that your character is thinking. But anyway, I am doing this largely to try to encourage people to keep going. I myself am questioning my life choices right around now because I'm writing Lettice Knollys and she's a bitch. I really can't get away from that. I had hoped to see her, I knew she would be in a way because I look at Essex and it's always the mother. If the apple didn't fall far from the tree, where did he get it from? It's always the mother. And if Essex was vain and arrogant, overconfident, brash, not that bright, that's kind of Lettice's fault. Now, there is a little bit of Walter there. I will give you that. My very favorite Walter story is an incident worthy of, and I believe depicted in Game of Thrones, where he was sent to Ireland to subdue the chieftains who were rebelling, and gave a great banquet when he got there to win their trust. And for like a day or so, they didn't trust him, and they were very cautious and everything. And then after a little bit, they were like, fine, this is wonderful, the wine is flowing, and they drank and had a wonderful time, and everyone was in a great mood. And then on the fourth morning, when all the Irishmen were sleeping off their hangovers, the English came in and slaughtered them all. So I will give you that for Essex. So it wasn't all Lettice, but there was a lot of that. There was a lot of, I see a lot of the parallels between what Lettice would have told Essex and what Bess of Hardwick told Arbella, to really influence the way they saw themselves. And Lettice definitely saw herself as having Tudor royal blood and gave that perception to Essex. In my opinion, we don't actually know that, but that explains a lot. I'm still having fun because I am looking forward to bringing it back later. You know, kind of like you go out and then you always have to come back around. I am on pace. I am about a day ahead. I'd like to get more ahead. because my middle child is coming in for Thanksgiving. And even though I will have all the kids and I will make them do all the cooking, I am going to want to hang out and not worry about the words on that day. So I'd like to be a little bit more ahead. I've already done a little bit more than half my words for the day. I've done 900 or so, and I'm hoping to pull ahead a little bit more because I have a good grasp on what I'm going to be writing a little bit later to kind of end the day. But it's really just about plotting at this point and continuing and focusing, and that's about it. I'd love to hear where you are. In the old NaNoWriMo, you used to be able to have friends and you could see where everyone was and just kind of check in when they were ahead or behind. And I can't do that anymore. I don't know who else is writing other than a couple of you who have been writing me to talk about where you are. I hope that there are more than just that small number, but doesn't really matter. I wish you all well, and I will check in a little bit. I don't know, a couple of weeks, whatever. Enjoy. Thanks.